Welcome back to the Happy Gaijin, everyone. I'm Nathan, and this is the weekly Wednesday stream. And I was gonna say it's nice to be back, but I'm not gonna lie, I wish I was in Japan. So, as always, for those of you who are new, the Wednesday format of the stream is kind of low-key. It's a chance for you to ask any questions and answers. I'll try to answer your questions regarding Japan and traveling in Japan, as always. Other than that, we do also have the community down in the chat that will hopefully also be able to answer some of your questions. And if you're watching this on the replay, then please leave a comment down below. And let's start off by giving it a like, if you haven't done so already. So let's see who's here. Surprise, surprise. We have Japan, Ichiban is in the house. Fantastic. Hey, why aren't you coming out? Japan, Ichiban is in the house. So that is awesome. We have Robert Cotta. Hey, Robert Cotta, how are you doing? Thanks for being here. Back in the clay, the final countdown. Not quite final yet, but more or less getting there. Jim Ross is also in the house. Yes, I do have my Tokyo banana at the ready, my Coke Zero, and I have another snack that I want to introduce you to. I discovered this over the summer, but yeah, it's quickly becoming one of my favorite snacks. Jesse, hey all, lunch break is over. No, almost over. Well, hopefully you have a few minutes left, and hopefully you can say hi. It's the packing guy. It is the pilot lad. Hey, how are you doing? Nathan is your name? Yes, it's a packing guy. You can call me the packing guy, Nathan, whatever you want. Back in the clay, Los Angeles calling, 75 degrees Fahrenheit, 12 noon. And Philippe, how are you doing, my friend? Those chocolates were delicious. Hi Nathan, how was your trip back to Gibraltar? Was Frankfurt easier than Brussels? Is that a joke? I hated Frankfurt. I hated Frankfurt Airport with a passion. Oh boy, Frankfurt Airport was, yeah. Let's get into that. First of all, Philippe, it was lovely meeting you for what, like 30 seconds? 3 minutes that we spoke. Thank you for the chocolates. I shared them with Oriental Pearl and with Tommy, her husband. We pretty much devoured the chocolates. And obviously the second box of chocolates for Mariko, they're being stored in Oriental Pearl's house for December. So hopefully I'll be able to give it to her then. But thanks, it was lovely meeting you. And hopefully we can actually meet up properly, right? Because that was like a little bit of a crazy one. And the pilot lad, yes, I actually have 2 flights booked. I have a flight booked in 7 weeks time, everyone. 7 weeks time. How do you do 7? How do you guys do 7? Ooh, balloons. Yeah, 7 weeks, in 7 weeks time, exactly, actually, I think it might be less than 7 weeks. It might be like 6 weeks and 5 days or whatever now time. I'll be heading to Japan, and it'll be a little bit of a longer trip. I was doing my calculations. I arrive on the 27th of December, and I come back on the 7th of January. So it's over a week. It's more like 11, 12 days, right? So looking forward to that already. Already. Frog Lady is in the house. Hey Froggy, how are you doing, my friend? Nice to have you here. Always nice to have so great people here. So awesome. Yay, Robert. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So just to give you a little bit of a lowdown of what's been happening, I'm not going to lie. I am finding, and I always have this issue, when I get back from returning home from Japan, my jet lag is horrendous. And I thought I was over it last night. But it seems that I wasn't over it. I woke up at maybe 2 a.m. and then again at 4 a.m. and then I was up at 6:30 for work. But yeah, the jet lag has been a little bit atrocious. But hey, it doesn't affect my work because the jet lag sort of hits me after working hours. So, but it's still a bit annoying. You know what it's like, jet lag. And as for the question that Philippe asked me, and I was going to ask you, is it Philippe or Felipe? I'm not very sure. I always call you Philippe, but I was going to ask you in person, is it Philippe or Felipe? But hey, as for how did I think of Frankfurt? I found Frankfurt Airport to be very, 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 very unorganized. I was shocked. I think even the people that were working in organizing the queues didn't know what they were doing. It was horrendous. It took me, I think, 50 minutes to get through passport control. 50 minutes. And it was nothing to do with Brexit, nothing, because I could see that the people that had European passports were equally taking the same amount of time. Maybe not as long, maybe 15 minutes less perhaps, but still it was really, really chaos. There was somebody in the line that was sent to a line, they were sent to the wrong line and then were told to go to the very back after they'd been already in the queue for like 20 minutes. Yeah, people were cutting the line, you know, those barrier things, you know, that make up the line. People were changing them. Oh, it was horrendous. It was really, really I'm not impressed at all with, not to say I wouldn't do it with a good layover. I had a 3-hour layover with no delays, thankfully, and that I knew it was going to be fine. But it was just interesting because when I arrived in Frankfurt Airport, I literally had to go into the main exit the airport to then go back into, so that they didn't seem to have connecting security or connecting passport control. It seems to be all one. So yeah, not impressed to say the least. And as for my trip, it was pretty good, and we'll go into that in a minute. 7 times 7 is 49, so in 49 days it's the 27th. Well, actually I leave on the 26th, so I'm counting from the moment that I leave. I arrive on the 27th, I leave on the 26th. So, Little Big Sis, how you doing? Hello everyone. Oh man, now you already said the dates. Whole up. So you will depart on the 27th or arrive on the 27th? I arrive on the 27th, I depart on the 26th. And I'm flying with Finnair this time via Helsinki, a new airport for me. I only have 1 hour, 10-minute layover, but I've been assured that it's plenty of time, but we'll wait and see. Anyway, I'll tell you something. After the trauma of and Philippe, poor Philippe was literally my support network. During my trip to Japan, the poor guy was my support network. I was like, oh my God, it's delayed. Oh my God, it's delayed by another hour. Oh my God, it's delayed. Oh my God, I only have an hour to make the connection. Oh my God, it's delayed again. Oh, I'm going to miss a connection. It was really cut and go. And if it wasn't, I'm 100% certain that if it wasn't for Anna, I probably would have not made the connection. Anna, in terms of that service, were amazing. They sent a rep to my delayed flight, which was with Brussels Airlines. They were waiting for me at the gate when I got off the plane, and they zoomed me through security, through all these secret passages or whatever, quickly getting me through. And I made it in time for the flight. And they told me, actually, I've even feeling they might have even delayed it a little bit for me, by nothing really, but they said that they would have probably held the flight for half an hour. So yeah, very, very interesting, to be honest. Let's see what other things. Sit with the Kick says, hello Monkey Gaijin, hello Gaijins all over the world. I've come back with a little bit of a cold. This is what I was gonna say. I've come back with a little bit of a sniffle, but maybe it's all that traveling also. Hi everyone. Hey, back at the clay, the pilot lad. Your jet lag is bad right now, especially evident. I dare to claim, since one can't use Russia, but they have to fly to the east, close to the poles, to Europe. It was it is horrible. It is horrible. Philippe. Okay, Philippe. No, Felipe. Okay, I've been saying it right. Thankfully. It's Philippe. Philippe. Frankfurt, yeah, it was it was not a happy experience last summer. Yeah. Anyway, let's not talk. I'm not saying that I won't do it again if I get a good price and I've got a good layover and a good leaving times and all that. I would do it again, especially with Anna. Now that I know that Anna are so good with when it comes to delayed flights, with connections. Jim Ross, hey JJI, Frog Lady, Little Big Sis. And yeah, so vaunted German efficiency, it wasn't. I mean, yeah, it wasn't. Hey Caroline, thanks for being here. And I think I'm going to basically, first of all, get my Coke Zero ready, because I am very tired, I'm very sleepy, and I need some caffeine maybe. I've just, I need to try to get myself back into my schedule. And I've got myself a special Tokyo Banana, but it's a Pokemon edition Tokyo Banana, which is pretty cool, huh? So I'm going to be having that during the stream. And then I wanted to introduce you to a snack that I discovered in the summer, but I've fallen totally in love with it, and the name is so weird. It's a cheeser. So this is a cheeser, and I can already tell you that my friend Oriental Pearl hates them. She doesn't like them, but I love them. Cheeser, and basically they are these little like crackers. You know when the really strong cheese flavored, have you ever had them? And basically, you know the when you get the cheese that are sort of like melted and toasted, it's got that intense like toasted cheese sort of flavor. And they smell very intense. That's what they look like. So strong. I understand why some people wouldn't like them though. Frankfurt was in Istanbul. Istanbul was a dream. Istanbul has been one of the best airports I've ever flown through. Very well organized, very well signed, very, very, very fast at passport control and security. Yes, granted, very, very big, but very doable. Istanbul. Frankfurt was like on another level of worse. Yeah. Man, I disliked Istanbul. It's so huge and it takes long to get from one end to the other. Yeah, that's the only thing. It's very, very, very big, obviously in terms of size. But I would prefer having a big, efficient airport than a small, inefficient airport any day, to be honest. So, Anna for the win, yes. Although I have to talk to you about the Anna flight experience. And to be honest, I wasn't very impressed by Anna. I think the service, like for example, holding the flight back, picking me up at the gate, I mean, that was like star service. That was like what incredible service, right? But in terms of the actual the product, the food and the product and the actual everything, it was very, very, very average. It was nothing. I wouldn't be able to tell much of a difference between a British Airways flight and an Anna flight. And in fact, I'm going to go even further. I've had far better service from British Airways, like from the people working on the flight, the flight stewardess with British Airways. which are much more attentive than the 2 flights I took with Anna this time round. The flights are the seats are maybe just a little bit more leg room, maybe a little bit more than an average economy flight, but nothing that I would say is like a wow. I didn't feel the wow factor. I'm just gonna say here. Everybody keeps on saying Anna. Apart from the whole like delay and holding, and zooming me through the airport, the rest of the flight was very mediocre. The food was not that amazing. The service was okay, but nothing amazing. Shock, I know, right? Shock. In fact, JAL has been much better than Anna in all of my experiences, but hey. Hi all, I'm listening to this during my work break for a few minutes. Hey, Ro the Evil, thanks for listening during your work break. What are you doing listening to me, man? Always going to be Anna, even for Europe, for me. Okay, I mean, this is just my experience. To be honest, I think that when it comes to the economy like product, they're also similar. That if you're flying economy, you're not going to find much difference. This is what I'm thinking. I've now flown Turkish Airlines economy, and I think that actually maybe Turkish Airlines economy is the better of all of them that I've flown. Then I've flown Anna, British Airways, JAL also, and they're all very, very similar. Like nothing, nothing to set any of them apart really, apart from, like I said, Anna, that service was amazing. How much Tokyo Banana did you buy this time? Oh, if you watch my Happy Gaijin vlog, you'll see how much Tokyo Banana I bought. I bought a lot of Tokyo Banana, a lot. I always have mean jet lag when I come from Asia. Not when I get to Asia, I can hit the ground running. Yeah, I think when you go to Japan, you sort of like definitely, you have adrenaline and all that kind of thing. Put it this way, I arrived in Japan, at 8 p.m, I think, or less, or 7 p.m. when I arrived. I arrived in Tokyo, dropped off my bags, and then I went to my friend's house, and we were in Shibuya for Halloween for 9 p.m. or 9:30 p.m, something like that. So adrenaline, right? Adrenaline is real. To be fair, airlines in Europe also hold flights and delay departures in connection when it's delayed. Thing is that one hold it for so long. I've never had that, and I've had plenty of times when I've heard of people missing their flights with airlines in Europe. I know, but you are the pilot lad after all, I'm not. It's a ripple effect, one delayed flight or some delayed flights with planes that have tight turnarounds can create delays that will take days to resolve. I can imagine. The other day at Istanbul, there was an IT issue which resulted in planes departing up to a couple of hours late, which then resulted in all subsequent flights with those planes being delayed for hours. I can imagine. I can totally imagine. And then days to resolve, I can imagine. Yeah. I love burnt cheese, burnt Gouda, and Parmesan is good. So yeah, so this is what it tastes like. This basically tastes like toasty, not burnt, but toasty cheese. That really intense flavor. It's so intense that I don't think I can eat the whole packet. I can probably... It's got a zip lock thingy, so I can close it. Has anyone had this before? Wondering. You normally hear really high praise for Anna. I'm surprised to hear different. Thanks for the review. I mean, obviously, don't get me wrong, Alan. I have high praise because I actually got to Japan And I honestly think, had it been any other airline, I would have been left behind and I would have been rebooked. So in that respect, I know that if I'm flying with Anna in the future, I can be a little bit more relaxed when it comes to delays. So that is amazing. But in terms of the product, you know, we are talking about an economy product, and I think ultimately they're also similar, that it's very, you have to really nitpick to decide which one's better. Also, I've only done 2 Anna flights, but I've done, you know, whatever, a combined 40 flights with British Airways and JAL, and I've done four flights with Turkish Airlines. So maybe the comparison isn't fair enough, really. But when it comes to economy, what you're gonna get, they're all pretty much the same. In fact, I would say another thing, I felt that the plane was a little bit old, and I also felt that the screens were quite small. Like the Turkish Airlines screens were much bigger, for example. But hey, legroom was much better. Taking a short walk while listening, then back to work. Okay. Anna had better food pre-pandemic. They're pinching pennies at the moment. Try business next time. I wish I could. I don't think I can fly to Japan so many times a year at business. This is a conversation that I have quite often, actually, with Alan, Japan. By the way, my friend on Facebook, so please check out the Facebook page. Give a bit of support there. So yeah, they has a good product in economy and upper classes. Yeah, I think, hey, Bojo Pigeon, how you doing? Thanks for being here, dude. Bojo Pigeon is in the house. Awesome. Unless you move up in class, all airlines treat you as cattle. Get as much profit as they can squeeze out of each dumb animal customer. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, it was a long flight. It was relatively comfortable. On the way that way, I was stuck in the middle seats, so that was interesting. And then on the way back, I was in the window seats, which I chose the window seat, and I think I made the right choice. Usually, I try to get the aisle seat because I like to do a little bit of editing on the aisle seats. But more recently, because that way I can get up and get my laptop, put it away and all that kind of thing. But more recently now, I've been trying to get the window seat, especially if it's a night flight. If it's a night flight, I like to get the window seat because it means that I can try to sleep. And I've decided now, after so much traveling to Japan, the way that I do it, because I'm not traveling business class obviously, is the way that I do it is I would much rather try to sleep as much as I can on a flight and be jet lagged in Tokyo than try to stay awake in a flight and not be jet lagged in Tokyo. I would rather have to worry about getting over jet lag in Tokyo, to be honest. I'd rather just sleep if I can. Hey from Mexico, buenos días, mexicano, ¿cómo estás? So sad I missed out on the golden age of flying. Concorde, etc. would have been a blast. Can you imagine? You love those cheese? I know those cheese, they are amazing. But I think I've had enough for now. And I do have a special edition Tokyo Banana that I'm going to show you. To be honest, they taste exactly the same as the Tokyo Banana. The only difference is that they come with a different packaging, and they have a little, very cute look. This is a Pikachu. Tokyo Banana Pikachu edition. Da-da-da. Tokyo Banana Pikachu edition. Itadakimasu, my dessert. I feel sorry about eating Pikachu. Should I eat him from the bottom? Okay, from the top. Never gets old, never gets old. Tokyo Banana is great. What changes flight experiences is a cabin crew, and that's a crap shoot. Sometimes you win, sometimes not. That is true also. It does depend on who's working. I agree. Caroline. I was just chatting to KLM because they cancelled a flight of mine. Now they swear I was automatically rebooked. On the flight they say was cancelled. What? I know that Alan has had some experiences with cancellations of flights, etc. But that sucks. You better double check that everything is booked, okay? That is Turkish Airlines. Thy business class ain't great, pilot lads. The newest equipment looks okay, but I wasn't impressed with the previous generation. Free across in business class is not on. Yeah. I've never flown business, ever. That's no way to treat an artist. No way. Caroline has to be treated like an artist. I try to stay asleep as much as possible in the plane, at least hibernate, even if I can't sleep. Yeah, that's what I do also. Like, that's what I do. Hey, Mark G. Good evening, good day, good morning, good everything. I was comparing it to some European airlines, for example, Turkish on a medium haul flight offered to me better service in both classes as compared to long haul or any other long haul group airline. Okay, it's good to have our pilot lad. With food being better with Austrian and the Sky Chefs, but they don't really exist on medium whole ones. Food is important. Like I said, I didn't find the Anna food to be anything out of this world. I've had better meals on British Airways. That says a lot, really. Okay, some chatting in between amongst yourselves. Anna rebook with no extra cost, okay. Not for Turkish, they also do that at times between Austria, Germany, etc. down to Turkey. Turkey. I assume there is demand, so the supply. I mean, to be fair, Turkish families usually have more members than European families. Oh, I've never thought of that actually. That might be the reason. I think that ultimately, you know, when it comes to economy, for sure, they're also similar. It doesn't really matter. I know I'm quite now confident with my with the offerings that I have, and I'll be flying with Finnair. It's Finnair, right? I'm flying from Helsinki, so that's another one that I'm looking forward to flying with. So, and actually Brussels Airlines, although they were ridiculously delayed, they kept on delaying the flight. They did treat me quite well. I told them, you know, I've got a connecting flight to Tokyo and I'm going to miss it. So they moved me to the very front seats. Only at the last 15 minutes for landing, they moved me basically to the business area at the very front of the flight for the landing, so I could be the first one off. And maybe that did make a difference, actually. I've been, so I booked with Anna on purpose so that I could try a new airline and the food. I've never flown with them after all. It's good to try different airlines, definitely. I know that our friend Vicente, I don't think he's watching today, but our friend Vicente, who comes in every now and then, he flew with that Eastern China Airlines just recently, and he said that he was pleasantly surprised and that he would fly with them again. So, yeah. Just, and by the way, I think the temperature's starting to come down here in Gibraltar. So I might be moving back into my office for my streams. Because I've been streaming from my living room just because it's too freaking hot. It's been too freaking hot and this room has air conditioning, which I currently don't have on. And look, I have long sleeves on. Wow, right? So yeah. Ooh. I think you're probably right there, Pilot Lad. I had my wife and my kids in the middle, and I was on next to, and two Japanese businessmen, the dream. So nice to fly next to a quiet person. Canadian Airlines advertise food on long-haul flights, but lately no food on 14-hour flights for a few friends. What? Bad food may not be great, but no food pisses me off 100%. But I'll take getting on the plane. Yeah. Ultimately, it's getting there. It's getting there. Yeah, no food, that's crazy. That's really, really mad. So we've had, I actually wanted to mention a few things because we have a few patrons, new patrons, which is awesome because obviously it helps support the channel. It helps me get me back to Japan to create more content. So we have Stephen Green, new patron, Epic team member. We have Octi, also super team member. Bojo Pigeon, who's been here, also a team member. And Shoko, which is another Epic team member. That has been all in the last 2 weeks. So awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you very much. And for that reason, is it going to do balloons or fireworks? Yes. Fireworks. For that reason, I'll give you some fireworks. Arigatou gozaimasu. Thank you so much. So, yeah. My trip this time, I didn't do many of the things that I wanted to do. Did I do a stream on Sunday? I can't even remember. When I arrived, I haven't streamed, have I? No. Oh, hold on a minute. Oh, by the way, I've just seen Jim PayPal. Thank you very much, Jim. Let's get the next trip fund going. It must be done. Thank you very much. And for you, we have the... and obviously, I don't remember, how was it? How was the fireworks? Yay, fireworks for you. If you haven't watched, please don't forget to like. Oh, why is it over there? No. Like the video if you haven't liked the video. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. No food and open bar though. What was the highlight of your Japan trip this time round? Definitely, my highlight was I went to Lake Kawaguchiko, spent a night there. So we were there for 2 days. Went with my friend Oriental Pearl, and I think that might have been. I have two highlights. First of all, Halloween in Shibuya really surprised me a lot more than I expected it for me to like it. It was a lot more fun than I expected, so that was really cool. Second of all, the Lake Kawaguchiko was perfect weather. We rented some bicycles. We burnt like 1,000 calories, but it was definitely the best way to do it. I'm not gonna lie. It was getting away from the tourists, definitely getting away from the tourists. Cycling, and the views were so beautiful. Maybe I can show you some pictures. Let's see. Let me get some pictures out. So, where are we? Will it work if I go like this? So I took this picture. Can you see it there? So that's one of the pictures that I took. It was a little bit late in the afternoon, so the sun wasn't really in the right place. But that's just one example of a picture that I took. But just to give you some ideas of what the place freaking looked like, that's a picture of Fuji there. What else? Took some really pretty cool photos. There's another one there. And Sam went to Oishi Park. Pretty spectacular, some of these photos. So the weather was pretty good, pretty good. I just wish I was a better photographer, to be honest. I wish I was a better photographer. Let's see, what else do we have? Here's another one. So yeah, very, 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 very lucky with the weather, I must say. Here's one to prove that I was there. And I took a picture of that famous Lawson, which actually there were so many people taking the picture, it was crazy. So that was one of the highlights, I would say, definitely. When it comes to Kawaguchi, when it comes to that trip, I was only there for 6 days really, and 2 of those 6 days I spent traveling up to and spending some time in Kawaguchiko. So that was really cool. And then obviously on Sunday when I arrived, I went to Halloween, and then on Halloween day I went to Halloween. So yeah, overall it was a very chill trip, because I spent a lot of time like hanging out with people. Oriental Pearl did a house party. I met some other YouTubers, which was really cool. Some people that I had been following for a while, but I didn't know who they were, and I got introduced, and it was really cool. Some other content creators. We made friends with these Argentinian YouTubers that were sitting opposite us on the train, and obviously because I was dressed like Piccolo, if you haven't seen an Oriental's video, it comes out. I was dressed like Piccolo, so basically, you know, he started talking to us, and then I noticed the Spanish accent. I spoke to them in Spanish, and yeah, we become friends. And he's like quite a big YouTuber, like 1.5 million subscribers or whatever. Pretty cool. I have no choice on airlines unless I fly to a bigger city, which would be a waste of time. Yeah, that's the other thing. It's all to do with choices, right? For me, I can fly British Airways, I can fly JAL, I can fly ANA, I can fly Finnair. I've got quite a few choices really, but I always have to do a layover. So, how much Japanese do you actually know? Skoshi, a little bit. Not enough at all. I'm not gonna lie, not enough. Nathan, your money impression was the best What money impression? Oh, monkey. My monkey impression. Oh boy. Ooh. That was weird. Like, my lights just flickered. Cycling around Lake Kawaguchiko is the most popular page on my dormant Japan travel vlog. Really, I will do it again. In fact, I have some friends from Gibraltar that are in Japan right now, and I recommended doing Lake Kawaguchiko. They went today. They cycled and they've got engaged. Wow, right? Prepaid, awesome. That's exciting. Very, very, very amazing. Victor Lopez, hello from Mexico. A week away from my Japan trip, flying with United Airlines. Hope it's comfortable flight. You know what? Even if it's not comfortable, you'll get to Japan and then you'll have a great flight. So, buenos dias. Robert looks amazing. Bojo, thanks for the emoji. Mount Fuji. Why Lawson? I didn't go to the torii with the Fuji in the background. You see what happened, and I think I mentioned it, and I don't know when did I mention it. I don't know when I mentioned it. It's all a blur really. But unfortunately, that part of the trip, I was supposed to be going with Mariko and her husband. They planned everything pretty much. They asked me what I wanted to see. They had a car. They were going to drive me to Lake Kawaguchiko. We were going to spend the night, and unfortunately, her father-in-law, so her husband's father, got very sick. Literally the day before we were going to go. Or 2 days before we were going to go, and ultimately, unfortunately, he passed away. So as a result, I didn't see Mariko, which is very unfortunate, obviously, because I love spending time with her and her family. And yeah, unfortunately, I didn't get to see her, and it meant that all of my Lake Kawaguchiko sort of like plans went out the window. I had nothing planned. I didn't know how I was going to get there. I didn't know what we were gonna see. I didn't know how to, I hadn't researched anything. So, I mean, we had some free accommodation because obviously their room was gonna go to waste. So I offered it to my friend. I do. Daniel and Yuka, good morning, Nathan. Good morning, Daniel. Good morning, Yuka. I don't know if Yuka's probably sleeping, but good morning, Daniel, for sure. Hello, Victor. Has Anna restored its direct flights from Mexico to Tokyo? I don't know. Has it? That would be a good one. Jim Ross. I believe Japan Ichiban doesn't take those photos. He finds them he curates, he finds all the photos from all across the internet, and he goes searching for the best, the creme de la creme to put on his page, which is an art in itself. Victor Lopez, hello, Philippe. Flying from San Diego is cheaper than flying from Mexico, actually. Really? Ooh. Wow. Lake Kawaguchiko biking sounds easier than Shimonado Kaido. Philippe has a good friend from the Philippines. Okogihara Forest and the Bats. Wait, I've lost it. And the Bat Caves is such an amazing side trip from Kawaguchiko. Definitely, I think now that I've gone, I hadn't been to Kawaguchiko, it's the first time, believe it or not, in 21 trips. But now that I've been, I would definitely go again. 100% would definitely go again. And now that I know what to expect, and what to expect is a lot of tourists. Definitely what to expect is a lot of tourists. But it's such a big area that, you know, just spread out, you'll be fine. Hey, Frog Lady, thanks so much for being here. I'm still a little bit jet lagged, so hopefully on the Sunday one I'll be a little bit more perky. Latest Froggy. They actually have a ton of Batman history there too, which is pretty unexpected, really. Ah, Japan. Already 11 p.m, time to sleep. Bye chat, see you soon. Bye the packing guy, bye pilot lad. Something that was interesting about this trip definitely was the amount of times, and I'm even like Oriental Pearl said to me, dude, you've been spotted the same amount of times as me, or even more, the amount of times that people spotted me. It was kind of crazy. Literally, I think I was spotted at least once or twice a day whilst I was there. Like there was one time that we were spotted 3 times. 3 different people stopped me. One during the stream, I hear Nathan, and it's this one. It was a viewer, and I was like, who was that? Who's calling me? You know, but they weren't calling me like, hey Ninja Monkey. It was like, hey Nathan. So it was very personal, right? So that was kind of strange, but it was really lovely. And what was really surprising, apart from all the times that, you know, people did say, hey, I saw your packing video, but there was this one time, and that somebody said, hey, Happy Gaijin, which was really cool. It was a viewer that watches the Happy Gaijin, which is my smallest channel. You know, normally it's Hey Ninja Monkey, but this time it was Happy Gaijin, which was pretty cool, I have to say. Hey Bojo Pigeon, thanks for being here, dude. Well, I do take some, Nathan. Quite like my Kyoto ones from August this year. Like the pagoda. Yeah, that was an epic picture, I have to say. Dying Gull is in the house. How are the tapas? And how is Alicante, dude? 6 hours drive. I was so tempted. Had you potentially stayed a little bit longer? I was even looking at flights, but I couldn't find any direct flight from Malaga. Am I considering You Found Me cards? Probably not. I'll probably do something different. I mean, yeah. The packing guy is famous. Yeah, it's really nice actually to be spotted and to have conversations with people. Dalton's Detours, how are you doing, dude? Went twice to Japan this year and already looking forward to going back looking like 2025. Okay, cool. So I have a trip on the 26th of December, arriving on 27th. And then I have another trip in March. And then I will do my traditional summer trip. I'm pretty sure I will go in the summer for a long amount of time. But I do need to start like looking at my finances a little bit better, because this trip, the one that I went on this time, I overspent, unfortunately. I thought I was going to do better with my money, but I overspent. But hey. Sleepy? Tapas bars are outstanding. Yeah, and especially on a Friday. You leave on Saturday, you're going to have a great time on Friday night for sure. Use Ninja Monkey as my guide. Yeah, awesome. I'm glad that my guides are useful and helpful, and I have some more coming up. I want to have a video out this weekend, obviously, but I've been I've got a little bit of a head cold right now, and obviously the jet lag isn't helping. So hopefully tomorrow I can get down to the drawing board and try to figure out a video for the weekend. I did film plenty. I mean, I didn't film plenty. I filmed two potential videos, basically, two potential videos. And we're nearly at 500 subscribers here on Happy Gaijin, which is great, but I'm still 1,000 watch hours away. So what I've been thinking of doing, and I've been racking my brains, I'm going to continue with a Ninja Monkey stream on Sunday. I like having a Ninja Monkey community. It's important. But what I might do is I might unlist it after a few days and put it on Happy Gaijin to try and get some more view hours on there, some crossover. Dude, it's because you actually help people with your videos. Oriental Pearl just makes videos about people talking about her in their language. Yeah, but Oriental Pearl is awesome. She's very talented. I'm back for most of December. Happy to host a meetup. Well, I won't be back, unfortunately, until the 27th of December, and I've got a feeling that you won't be there by then. But obviously, the meetups are amazing. Meetups are amazing, even when I'm not there. Like, I know that there's been a meetup recently, 3 people got together in Tokyo, and that's what I love about the community, and that's what I want. I want you people to get together and keep, do that. So, nothing definite too. Ooh, cool. Maybe we'll hang out back in the clay. Yeah, I've got like a. I think I picked it up on the flight because I was fine in Tokyo, completely fine in my whole trip. Zurich was just a transfer. I see. How can you be watch hours deficient? I watch a ton. 1,000 watch hours is a lot of watch hours. It's a lot of watch hours. So, and I think that they might not count you rewatching a video, I'm heading back on Christmas Eve, doing the Osaka, Nagoya areas this trip. Where will you be? I'll probably be Tokyo based, I'm not gonna lie. I'm probably going to be Tokyo based, which is what I usually do when I am going for a shorter amount of time. The summer is when I travel. The summer is when I go, okay, this is my travel path. This is what I'm going to do. I usually try to do like 1 or 2 nights away, and I'm going to look at potentially doing 1 or 2 nights away during the the New Year's period. Yay, thank you, Japan Ichiban. Awesome. So, and there's something that I noticed also, and that is that I need to do more vlogs. And the whole point of the Happy Gaijin was to be, more vloggy. And I haven't really been doing that as much as I should be doing it. And I've just realized that video that I did, the vlog video, is doing actually quite well for the Happy Gaijin channel. The one that I posted on Sunday. It's got more views than subscribers, which is a good indicator. If you have more views and subscribers, then it's a really good indicator. And yeah, I like making those vlog videos, and I think people do like those sort of vloggy videos. Even though I'm not a girl. People like girls in vlog videos, usually. Where's my chat gone? I'm missing a the chill vlog videos are cool, nice format, and we hear their natural voice. Yeah, of course. I mean, I like making them. They're really easy to make, to be honest. They are quite easy to make. I just need to choose a day, I need to go like, okay, today's going to be a vlog day, if that makes any sense. because you still need to be thinking about what you're going to say, and you need to be aware that it's going to be a vlog. In the past, I've filmed like here and there, and I haven't really, you know, yeah, but hey. DJI Pocket 3, I'm thinking of getting one with some Meta smart glasses. DJI Pocket 3, I've looked into it. I don't think there's a use case for me personally. I have the DJI Pocket 2, I don't use it anymore. The A7, basically my video gear that I have is much more superior quality than the DJI Pocket 3 in terms of sensor, low light and everything. So, but I think for somebody who doesn't have like any camera equipment, it's definitely a great way to start. I haven't been too blown out of the, you know, I haven't been too impressed, to be honest. I thought the Pocket 3 was going to be better. I've been looking at some samples, and yeah, it's good, but it's not that wow, to be honest. But for somebody who doesn't have anything, I think it's a great purchase. If I didn't have some of my video gear, I would probably start with the DJI Pocket 3. I just want to know if you can stream from it, because the DJI Pocket 2, it says you can stream, but you can't really stream. You can stream, but you don't have like the chat and all that. You need a second phone, and that's just a pain, to be honest. And the way that you set it up was a pain. So the Meta smart glasses sound like an interesting idea. Can you like pair them together? That's a question, really. But it sounds like a nightmare, to be honest. DJI are not very good when it comes to connect, like global connectivity, from my experience. DJI mic, it's the best thing that they make. But yeah, it looks like a really good camera for certain use scenarios, which currently I don't think I have. I don't think I have any need for the Pocket 3 at the moment anyway. So yeah, I've lost my controls for the stream. Okay, here we are. Sleep beckons, 2 long days, cheers all. Hey Tangle, thanks so much for being here, and it's nice to have you in the same time zone. At least nearly in the same country, the same peninsula, I guess. 10 more likes, please, people. Jim Ross is asking for likes, everyone. We have 15 likes. Can we get at least to 20 likes? That would be pretty cool. At least. How do you deal with jet lag, dude? Like, Dangle, how do you do it? My God. You are like champion of travel. Crazy, eh? Well, I'll be happy if we reach 20 likes. To be honest, I'm quite tired. But what I was gonna say, another thing. Oh, Japan Ichiban has a question, and when Japan Ichiban has a question, it's usually a good one. So, go for it. I have a question. What is your question? Hey, cool. I ordered my December Japan SIM card via the ninjasaru.com affiliate link. Thank you so much. That also helps. All of those little things help. So thank you. Arigatou gozaimasu. And did you notice anyone acting different around you whilst you were streaming? Yes, me. I was definitely acting a little bit different whilst I was streaming. I was very aware of what has happened, but generally no. I mean, even at one point I was streaming, I was like taking a story with my phone, and these Japanese people jumped in, you know. So I don't think it's as big as an issue as what we might think it is. But I have definitely seen a lot more stores with specifically saying no filming and specifically saying no live streaming. In the past, it was literally just, you know, you've been to Japan many times in the past, you go to a store and it's just a camera with a cross, right? But now, some stores specifically say there's a camera with a cross, and then there's like a streaming, and it says no streaming also. So, so that is definitely something that is popping up more and more now. So that's what I've noticed. But I think that in public generally, I mean, most of the places you're not going to be going inside, you'll be fine. From what I noticed anyway. Yeah, due to what's happened, I don't think currently there's too much of an issue. Only that, and the only worry is that eventually it's going to catch up, and there's going to be more and more, you know, like people banning streaming altogether, and then, you know. Maybe I will eat them all. It's so crunchy. Hey, yeah, go to Don Quixote, dude. Go to Don Quixote and you'll be able to find a fanny pack or a backpack or whatever. Alternatively, you might be surprised, you might find something in the Konbini, like a 7-Eleven. They have everything there. Shinjuku Don Quixote is basically at the entrance of Godzilla. Like, yeah. Call the embassy doesn't work 100%. I was watching YouTube Small Talk Japan, Mitch Stapleton, Tokyo Lens known friend, saying that streaming in a train was illegal. A sacred spot with no filming was allowed by law. I have no idea about that. No idea. I've seen some events already during my upcoming trips that require electronic ticket purchase through a phone app that require both a Japanese phone and Japanese phone number. That's not new. What sort of upcoming trip events? I mean, I know that the Ghibli Museum is like that. Sometimes some of the theme parks can be like that. Usually though, you can get around by purchasing the tickets directly through the, like a 7-Eleven terminal in 7-Eleven. Usually. Mega Donkey, I love it. Most controversies are in media creations. If there's a little story, create a big one out of a little one. Victor, absolutely zero. I would say zero. Don't worry about that. No impact to the waste disposal, news, drama. Because you know what? There is no drama. That's a fact. There is no drama. Collaboration cafe. Interesting. Near where Tokyo Green Peas was south exit of Shinjuku Station, down the steps. There you go. Insider information. Guys, I'm going to leave the stream there. Usually my Wednesday stream is a little bit early, a little bit shorter, around the 1 hour mark. Sunday's a little bit longer. I will see you on Sunday, but I am so tired. It's crazy how tired I am. And I've been watching, what is it? I've been watching Jujutsu Kaisen. Is that even a thing? An anime? I'm loving it. I totally recommend it. It was recommended to me by somebody in Japan. Jujutsu Kaisen. That's it. Somebody in Japan recommended, hey, do you watch Jujutsu Kaisen? I had never heard of it before. And I started watching it on the flight back, and now I am absolutely hooked on it. I love it. Tell me if you're a Jujutsu Kaisen fan, because I am absolutely digging that series right now. No problem. Hey, Bojo, thank you so much. Well, I want to stay up another hour, if I can. Fantastic anime. Seriously, I think the characters are so cool. The whole concept is so cool. I'm seriously loving it. Hey, JJI, let's have a chat soon about getting you on a stream soon also. Jim Ross, take care. Yes, old age striking, 100%. 100%. Thanks for the info. Relax. I'm gonna try to. Which convenient chicken is the best to start my crippling chicken addiction? Family Mart, dude. Family Mart. 100% Family Mart. Although they're also similar, you know, really. On that note, thanks for watching. Stay positive and be a happy gaijin, everyone. Bye.